Have you ever seen or witnessed something at work that went against your own values and beliefs? Did it leave you feeling shocked or upset and angry? And did this go on for a while? Now, you may have experienced moral injury. And what we have found in our latest scientific research with Sheffield University is that moral injury can contribute to burnout. And this is new research that has not been done before in a business setting and is helping us understand and solve the burnout problem in hybrid work environments. Hi, I'm Cara from Softer Success, and I help people prevent burnout and find balance. So, do you know what moral injury is? Let's find out and let's get clear on what it is. So, moral injury refers to the lasting, strong cognitive and emotional response that is caused by witnessing or failing to prevent an action that violates one's own moral beliefs and values. And typically, moral injury research has been conducted within military settings, and more recently within healthcare. And it was first coined by psychiatrist Jonathan Shea as a result of his work with traumatized Vietnam War veterans, and was later brought into wider academic recognition by Dr. Brett Litz's work on war veterans. Now, there have been repeated calls for more evidence to understand the extent of moral injury within other occupations, and especially in a business setting, which is why we conducted this innovative new research project with Sheffield University and Affinity Health. So what were the outcomes from moral injury, and how can this contribute to burnout? So in our research, we found that emotional and work-related outcomes in the short term were things like sickness absence, reduced professional efficacy, a burnout warning symptom, concern for impact on career, avoidance of work, reduced engagement, another burnout warning symptom, collective apathy, feelings of isolation, depression, apathy, powerlessness, embarrassment, anger, and betrayal. But what is the long-term effect of moral injury that is worrying, such as sickness absence, loss of trust and commitment, grief for lost identity, cynicism, another burnout warning symptom, guilt and shame, a need to resolve, and eventually burnout. Now, when moral stress goes on for too long, it can lead to moral injury, which can contribute to burnout. And what is interesting to observe is that all the participants that were interviewed eventually left their employer, but years later, the moral injury was still troubling them. What a good loss of talent. What a loss of talent. Now, the good news is we can do something about it. As a business and organization, how can you prevent moral injury and therefore also prevent burnout? Well, first of all, take our business well-being assessment, our 90-second psychometric test to assess the risk of burnout. And we have included 3 questions to measure moral injury. Following our research, these questions have been specifically researched and tested to identify the risk of moral stress and moral injury in organizations. And together with Sheffield University and the psychologist at Affinity Health, this is a groundbreaking new way to measure moral injury in a business setting and to assess the risk of burnout so your organization can quickly get to the root cause and minimize burnout for your employees. As a leader, a manager, what can you do to prevent this in your teams? Well, it's important to develop leaders who are ethically and authentically orientated, those who are aware of their values and moral system. Encourage a culture where leaders take responsibility for their actions, are able to acknowledge mistakes and show vulnerability. And if you're a manager, really try and balance the urge to protect your team with a need to protect yourself too. Focus on honest and open communication rather than shouldering all the pressure and stress yourself. And as an individual, what can you do if you have felt moral injury? Well, look for allyship and support either within the organisation or outside through friends, family, a coach or counsellor. Invest in self-care and prioritise recovery time. Try and find elements of the situation that you can control. Now, we hope you have found this research and the recommendations useful. Get in touch with us if you would like to find out more. And about our assessment, if you'd like to get a copy of the research report, just grab it from our website. We'd love to hear from you and see if your problems can be solved with our solutions. We'll see you very soon.